Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It is Friday the 10th of November. In this video we're going to look at Palladium, which on TradingView has the code XPDUSD. What we'll see is that it remains solidly in its uptrend. Those moving averages should give support, and technically it still looks okay. Let's look at those charts. So here we are, starting with the weekly picture. So each candle represents 1 week's trade. And you can see that we're in a solid uptrend. You've got a pattern of higher lows and higher highs, and we're mid-range in that uptrend, with the lower boundary seen just above the 20-week moving average, around about 940, and the upper boundary probably seen about 1060. Momentum is good. You can see the RSI is still very high, 68.01, bubbling along at high levels. We'll have to wait. It is lower than it was on the peak at the end of August, so we just have to wait until we get a pullback to ascertain whether there's been a non-confirmation or not. MACD is confirmation of that strong upside momentum. On the daily picture, you can see that historically throughout this the time span, the moving averages have come as support. We're above the moving averages at the moment, not overextended, just moving nicely up with those moving averages. Again, momentum is positive. There wasn't a non-confirmation on the high yesterday. We are slightly drifting off today on the RSI, but there's no concerns. Still at 61.94 and still indicative of positive momentum, and that's the same from the MACD. On the 4-hour chart, you can see that we've come back to the support of the 20. This did give support on the last consolidation, which you can see did actually eventually become a flag before the break. There's no reason to believe that this won't become a flag as well, so there should be no concern as long as we trade around the 20-day. It may move down before moving back up. Key again is the 50-day. That's down at 1001 spot 14, and that will also act as support. Momentum on this 4-hour has been slightly lost, but we're still above 50, 51.54, and you just need to keep your eye on that. It does seem to be in a downtrend. Likewise, the MACD the short term has moved below the longer term. Longer term is rolling over. They are both above zero, but keep an eye on those as well. And the other thing you need to watch is the volume. You can see that on the 9th, we had 2 periods of 4-hour with high volume on a down move. Keep your eye on that. It's better if we go up on higher volume and come down on higher volume. And so I'd be cautious if we continually get high volume on down ticks. So keep your eye on that. But the main thing to watch is these moving averages, that they do hold this market. Looking at the support and resistance levels, there's resistance 1014 spot 82, and then at 27 spot 13, with support at the 20 of the 4-hour 1007.79, and the 50 of the 4-hour 1000.47. I remember that the 50 on the 4-hour was slightly higher when we're on the chart. That's because we've just ticked into the next 4-hour period, and that they've just recalculated that 50 average, and it's now 1001 spot 14. Thanks for watching. The key takeaways from this video on Palladium should be that it still looks okay. The moving average on the 4 hours should hold. Still got upside momentum, and the uptrend does remain in place. But you do need to keep your eye on volumes, on downticks, and keep your eye on those moving averages. Thanks for watching. Please remember, these videos are my opinion and they're for educational purposes, and they're not an investment recommendation. Please do read the disclaimer.